And he said, there's nothing. I said, well, we don't own the building, and there are other events, and so I mean that's part of our challenge of going into the new building is to have more of that, and which we will have a lot of that.
It's like if you build your dream home, when you move into it, you're only so sad about moving out of the old place, right? You're excited
that's right. Exactly.
Kevin, I'm going to throw one out here. Do you have a favorite non-Stanley Cup related memory from this building?
A favorite?
Or one that stands out. I mean, you won 4 right here on this ice, so those are pretty big.
Oh well, I think all the series, those '90s teams, those series against Dallas, those were incredible series. That was the David and Goliath era, and that's when I think the demographic of our fan base really changed. It was a younger demographic, and the building was louder than it ever was, even in the '80s. And hockey was changing, and so those were. I played in a couple of those series, and then I coached and managed a couple of those series, and we didn't win many of them, but we'd love to get back to that right now.
2006. A lot of people don't have the luxury of remembering the 80s, even the 90 Cup, but they all think about that one. This place was the loudest it's been for 10 years, probably. Just take us back to that particular series.
I'd say that it was the loudest ever. And that's that carry on from the 90s, that new demographic of fan. Obviously we've been riding on that for a decade, but or trying to anyways. But it was, we created a whole new fan base, and we're seeing it now. I mean, I run into kids that some of them don't even know who Wayne Gretzky is. And that's not it's not a bad thing. It just means life moves on, but that the 06 run was a chance for a whole new fan base, a whole new group of Oiler fans to sort of have their time and be proud of their team and not listen to their parents or their grandparents about the 80s.
And people will remember Pisani's 14 goals and Pronger's 23 points or whatever it was. What do you remember specifically?
I remember being in the dressing room after we lost Game 7, and there wasn't too many dry eyes. And that was and I walked through, and I was, I can't say, I was disappointed, but I wasn't crying, lost before my career. But, I thought, there's a lot of these guys will never get this opportunity again. And it was, and we probably should have won that series, but a couple things happened, and I guess, I thought, the other thing I thought too was there's guys in this room that think they're going to get this chance again. They're not going to get it again.
For you personally, you've spent so much time here. This is such a big part of your life. This building itself, is it kind of bittersweet because you're now moving to a brand new place with all the bells and whistles, and this is kind of the place you grew up in?
Yeah, I've had a couple years, thinking about it, taking time to reflect and about all the memories here and stuff. But it's personally, I'm so excited about the new building. I can't say I'm going to miss this building. It had its time, and it was a good place. But the amenities for the fans and for the players, and the fact that the building is going to be downtown, all those things, it just puts aside any of the sort of the disappointment from leaving here.
Best concert you ever saw in here?
Probably, I think it was Billy Joel, and we were waiting to hear who we were playing in the playoffs. We found out after the game in the dressing room, and that's when I think we were playing the Canadians. So Billy Joel played here, and our choices were we were going to play LA, Montreal, or Philly or Buffalo or something.
I really thought you were going to say Nickelback.
You've seen a lot of other events in here, though, concerts.
Well, I was a big Billy Joel fan, so
okay.
yeah.